Welcome everybody back to boostinmotion, guys, and today we're going to be installing the Burger Tuning JB4 on my Q60. But guys, before I get in the video, if you've been following this content, you've been following my channel for a while, always hit the like button, guys. If you're part of the boostinmotion family, you have to be part of the like squad, because guys, when you hit that like button, YouTube throttles and suggests my videos to other people who don't even know about boostinmotion. So if you guys want to support me, support the channel, that's one of the best ways of doing it. But anyways, guys, let's get into the video. All right, everybody, so I'm gonna make this simple and quick, right? I'm gonna talk about the Burger Tuning JB4 and everything like that, but I've already done this on my previous 2018 Q50 3.0T Sport, so I'm not gonna get as detailed about it, but this is just gonna be basically a DIY install. And if you guys want to follow me, this is the best way to lay the bricks, because I'm gonna do everything step by step, preparing myself. But this to me is the first modification I want to do to the car, because not having the 500 horsepower car stinks. So I at least want to have at least a 400 horsepower car until I get all my bolt-ons and everything. But anyways, once you get the Burger Tuning JB4, you're gonna have the connectors. It's self-explanatory. This is my last used unit, so I could just swap it right over to this car with no issues. Pop the hood. You're gonna lift up this engine cover. Be careful with this, because I did break my last engine cover, which was so stupid of me, so don't do that. All right, but anyways, let me start fast forwarding. Now you look for two connectors. You're gonna look for this one map sensor connector here, and you're gonna disconnect that harness from that, and I'm gonna get it off. And then you look for this map sensor connector, and you also disconnect it from there. Okay, cool. Do that. That's what we move on to next. Now what you do is you take the shorter connector, the shorter version, the shorter side, and you connect that to the closest connector there. Make sure it's double clipped in. Just make sure of that part, because sometimes you guys clip it in and you'll get a fault code because it's not all the way clipped in. Always take a look at the harness too, see if there's any damages, and try to put everything together. Do the same thing with the long side. This is the long side, guys, and you're gonna clip this part into the sensor, and you're gonna clip this smaller part to the harness. All right, let's move forward. Now I want you to take the JB4, and there's gonna be certain clips and stuff that you can pick up over here, but I want you to be able to pick this up and just move these little clips here so you can like lift this up. All right, so you got it in that little area right here, so the harness won't get damaged or anything like that. Okay, cool. The next thing you're gonna want to do is start picking up a lot of these little parts here. You want to be able to slide and move this out. Reason being is we want to be able to get this harness to slide through the door jamb. Okay, and this is the end of the harness. Okay, so let me try to start removing some of this stuff, and we're gonna get it done, because we want this harness to, like, be neat. We want it to run under here. If you don't want to, you can have it come out here, but if you want it to be neat, you can do it the route where it comes between here and then goes into here. Now what I want you guys to do is, you see this little hole right here? That's where you're gonna run this little thing through. You're gonna run it through that little hole, and you're gonna try your best to catch it on the other end. Okay, that little hole, try to do it, and then we're gonna continue and connect it. All right, so see how it's coming through here now? You're gonna put it under here, because this lifts up, and then you connect to that, and boom, in under 5 minutes your JB4 is installed. And that is it. I'm not gonna install a few wires. I don't care for them. I used them before. I just never liked using fuel wires on 93 fuel or 91 fuel. It may give it, from what I can tell you, depending on if your car is stock or with a heat exchanger or not, your car will start to heat soak. It will start to pull timing, and this pushes your car into a slightly more lean mixture on 91 and 93 fuel. So I don't recommend using fuel wires unless you're using an E30 mix. And anyways, fuel wires only kick in at the higher amount of RPM under a lot of load doing a roll race or drag race, and fuel wires doesn't really kick in while you're regularly daily driving, which is okay, but I just never really cared for it. I don't think it's really needed when your car is stock. All right, but or unless you're running a E30 or very high octane fuel. Now what I need you to do is go start the car, and we need to see if we have any check engine lights or any issues like that. Also on top of that, you're gonna need to take the JB4 and take this OBD and plug it into the harness connect under here, okay? Okay, now that you see that you have no checking lights or anything like that, you're gonna go download the app either on Apple CarPlay, on Android store or the Apple store or whatever. You do have to pay for it. I think it's like $25 to $30, and you're gonna have to set up your profile. Now, if this is a used unit, usually the old user has to sign out of that profile, and you may get a warning or a user error message if it's a used one and they didn't sign out. But you can just send an email to Burger Tuning, and they will pretty much reset it for you within the next 24 to 48 hours, so you can be able to make your profile. You're gonna set up all the information that you're supposed to do, but once it's connected, then you're gonna see, when you finally connect, you're gonna have to either use and/or Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. It might prompt you to use a GPS too. It all depends on whatever it asks you to turn on, so you can be able to connect to the JB4 unit. And then once you do that, once you connect it to the JB4 unit, then you can be able to swap different maps. You should be able to see RPMs and other parameters on the car to see if it's working. If you only can be able to change the map, check the harness. Sometimes the harness may not be clipped in all the way, and you may actually it only may show map, and that's about it. One or two other things. Usually a harness issue, just double check that. But outside that, pick map 1. Always switch it from map 0, because map 0 is pretty much stock. Go to map 1, which is the smallest amount of boost, and then swap over, and it's going to say profile saved, or it's going to make beeping noises. And then after that, go drive the car, feel the difference, see how the car's reacting, make sure the car isn't sluggish to move. This can also be because there's a connector issue, so the car may actually feel like it has a dead pedal. So like right now, it's plugged in and it's revving properly. It's going up, it's going down. Sometimes when you connect it, if it's revving really slow, that means there may be an issue with the connector. So once again, always double check your connections and make sure it's clipped in properly. And after this, I have plenty of videos talking about different maps to use from your regular 3.0 T Sport. Doesn't matter if it's a 300 horsepower version, there's one set of maps, and if you have a Red Sport, you use a different specific amount of maps. Like, we all use the same maps. It's just that Red Sports run more boost, so you guys are not going to run as much PSI as the regular 300 horsepower version, because there is a difference. But once you got everything said and done, I have plenty of videos on how to data log, which I'm probably going to make a video for the car, because a lot of you guys, I have older videos out of date, almost 2 years, so I'm probably going to update the video on how to data log. And I've already talked about different videos on how to run certain amount of fuel, like E30 and E30 mix with 91 fuel for you California guys. So go check on my channel, because if I get a bunch of questions under this video about I live in California and I run 91 fuel, what to run, I'm gonna beat your guys up. Let's be honest, I have plenty of videos on that, and I'm not trying to recycle those videos. I'm just gonna try my best to be a little bit more clear on how to data log with this car, so you guys can feel more comfortable, because necessarily this modification is for the stock 3.0 T and Red Sport guys that just want something that's safe to use for the lease cars, or just may not want to do too much, just want a quick bump in power without having to deal with a full remote tune and all that comes with that. They might just want a quick boost, and that is it. But outside of that, guys, once again, if you made this part, hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button with the bell notification. Also, on top of that, you can contact me at boostinmotion IG, Facebook, and boostinmotion@gmail.com. Outside of that, guys, you got a Teespring account below with all the new merch for the channel. So if you want to support me and support the channel, and knowing that I'm back in an Infiniti Q60, guys, this would be definitely appreciated. I love you guys. Thank you. You have a good day. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Do appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much. You can also check out the 2 links I posted for some of my other videos. Also, on top of that, if you want to purchase some boostinmotion merch, definitely check the link that I posted also. And finally, if you've been watching all my videos and you enjoy them, please hit the link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.